Hey, how you doing? How you doing out there, everybody? This is Rant and Rave with DaSurreal1da once again. One of my YouTube friends and subscribers, they asked me to tackle something. Actually asked me my opinion on the healthcare bill. And from what I've read, let me just give you examples of what I've read. It's going to cost $1.5 trillion over the next 10 years. I mean, trillion. That's a lot of money. If you ever thought about it, and you got to think about the state of economy right now. Are we really going to be able to push our way out of it? Are we really going to get out of these debtors' hands? Where's the money coming from? Well, according to this, the national, matter of fact, where is this? I think the National Associated Press Online, July 15th, 2009. Here's how we're going to pay for it. We're going to get $554 billion from the income tax of single people, averaging around $280,000, and households that average around $350,000 and above. Sucks to be rich right now, and according to that plan, that's one way to pay for it, and that's around like a third. $37 billion will come from other tax adjustments. What the hell is that? We're talking about billions of dollars. We're not talking about millions or even hundreds of thousands. This has to be a major tax adjustment to the average taxpayer, because I mean, if you think about it, the IRS only pulls in around $400 billion per year. So we're going to have to pull in $37 billion with other tax adjustments. That means if you feel the IRS right now, you're going to feel these other tax adjustments. And $500 billion will be in cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. So I guess by that logic, it's going to be replacing Medicare and Medicaid like by a big part. And we all know what a bang-up job they're doing with Medicare and Medicaid. It's like, you know, they have budgets that we can sustain forever. Pause for sarcasm. Is it sinking in? I sincerely hope so. And then $200 billion is going to come from penalties paid by people and employers who don't obtain coverage. Wow. So the state right inside the bill that if you don't like it, you're going to pay for it. And that's how we're going to pay for it. That's our big plan. And that kind of sucks, because here's some of the tax penalties. Employers that must provide insurance to pay their employees, if they don't comply, it's 8% of their payroll is a penalty. That's a large chunk. Especially in these harsh economic times. It's not like your business is booming. It's not like, you're hiring new people anyway. The jobs are going down. So it's going to cost you 8% of your payroll as a penalty. Think about it. That's not production. Tax penalty for not getting coverage for the individual is 2%, well 2.5% of your total income. So if you're the individual that says, no, this plan is not for me, and I don't want to be down with it, it may cost you 3% of your income. That sucks. Another point that kind of makes me leery about this Medicare bill is how they're portraying anybody that doesn't like it. Anybody that doesn't like it, you're an Obama racist. Anybody that doesn't like it, you're not only single out of the herd. You're called a crazy mob for expressing your American right to protest. And I'm not saying that everything happens right, according to those different town halls in America. Some people did get hurt, but these were minor injuries. And these are injuries that would have been sustained in any crowd gathering. For example, in any parade, somebody's going to trip and break their leg. In any concert, somebody might get punched in the face. It's not the band's fault. It's the guy's fault. And they're damn sure not a mob, because it was not a mob. They were screaming. They were unruly because, we're sick of this, man. We're sick of not being heard by our government representatives. We're sick of just sending mails to a congressman, mailing your congressman. We're emailing these guys. We're getting no results. So what you saw is a small amount of the rage expressed by Joe American, who says, you know what, I haven't attended a town hall meeting before, but I've got to go now. If not now, when? Makes you think. And then I saw on MSNBC and Fox News how they was like, it was all ginned up. I love that word. Ever since Obama came out with this, one of those code words that they're using right now, ginned up. And the context, you was drunk and you came up with this on the wild, as they say in the hood. So this was ginned up by the Republicans as a way to stonewall the bill. and pretend and have it pretend to be a grassroots thing. When if you ask the average American, it kind of is a grassroots thing. Because another one of the stats that I was looking at is it's going to help a couple people, but it's not going to help that much people. Where is that stat? Okay, who's covered? 95% of non-elderly residents, compared to the 81% right now, will be covered by government Medicare or Medicaid or government health care coverage. So you mean to tell me it's going to cost us $1.5 trillion in a 1,012 page bill, all drafted in legal speak, and that is never for your benefit? Because if it was for your benefit, it would be plainly worded, and it would be so any person could be understandable. So these rights, or who it pertains to in these bill, that it would be undeniable. It would be clear as day. So you have 1,000 pages of that. We're only going to go up from 94% from 81%. So that's like a 13% increase. And they were saying half of the 17 million non-elderly residents not covered will be illegal immigrants. I understand, no skin off the back. You know, they're immigrants and they don't really deserve government health care. If you think about it, because you crept across the border and you didn't go through the legal proper channels to obtain the full rights of citizenship. You're in here. Nobody's going to fault you for that. You're enjoying the benefits of America. That's cool. In America, we love diversity. But as far as immigration is concerned, we have proper channels, and we should not be rewarding illegal immigration in the ways that you can be subsidized and tax-free, and even sending out all Spanish pamphlets, government authorized. And I say this as a son of an immigrant. I'm the son of two immigrants. My mother's Costa Rican, my father's Trinidadian, and they obtained their legal citizenship papers, and they went all through the hoops and ladders that I enjoy just by being an American citizen, just born here. And what that does is it trivializes what my mother and father had to do when you just give them damn near everything that they have. Because my mom came to this country 5 years old, and she was almost not admitted to the schools in America because she did not know English. And she had to learn English rapido in order to be the college graduate, upstanding citizen that she is right now. And we can't just take that for granted. We have these in place for a reason. And another thing I was asked to comment about is like, what can I do? You know, so much fucked up shit in the world. What do I do as a person? Well, here's some things I've done. I've joined groups, or if there's no groups around, you can start a group. It all starts like a small fire. You start a discussion, you start a web page, especially like in this internet age that we have now. You can find like-minded individuals who sees where this country is going, and they want to do more than just squint behind their PCs and shake their fists at imaginary ghouls and goblins represented in faceless government coats. You know, they want to do something. And for me, I hand out DVDs. I hand out some Alex Jones DVDs because you don't have to believe everything, but they do have some informal, very good, fundamental, commonsensical points, and they're just great starting points. I kind of like start with 9/11. That's where I started, so I kind of hand out those kind of like, you know, those are the eye openers for those who just blindly believe whatever the government is spilling out. You know, those I can't even like call them redneck Republican guys anymore, because it's more than that. You know, to me, it's just, you know, you're just not aware of some of the facts that others are aware of, and because you may not be aware, you may feel like you have a high mighty standpoint to call them kooks. You know, like they did Copernicus and Galileo for saying that the world is not the center of the earth. But I personally hand out DVDs. I contact my senator. I call them. I email them. I try to attend rallies, so that way I see more like-minded souls that's really trying to do something. And you know, you're more than one strand. You're more like a dreadlock. You know, you're more than one finger. You're a fist when you stand together with other people. So that's what I suggest. You try to find like-minded souls and try to put people on. That's what we say in the hood. We put people on to something. You try to put people on to what's really going on in the government, if you can really fathom it. But I see that I'm running pretty long, so I'm going to ask for more of your opinions and topics and comments to my raves and rants that I love doing for you guys out there, you know.